Alex was a big proponent during the campaign of the notion that through photo ops and other messaging devices that Donald Trump could be reimagined and thought of in a new way. And we talked about this morning, the photo op at the exchange, not just on the bell ringing, but when he went down on the floor with J.D. Vance, it was like it was the thing. So presidents do photo ops, lame ducks do fewer of them. Alex, how do you see the Trump presidency using those same kind of photo ops?
I think Trump governs from the outside in. Biden governs from the inside out. Create policy, then figure out a way to support it. Let's de-escalate. Okay, then go sell that. Trump doesn't do that. He is the outsider. And I think it's the difference between a leader and a manager. And whether it's policy or nominees, you're seeing Trump build momentum for both outside. And so these photo ops are another vehicle for him to do that. And, it's a Reagan style kind of outsider thing. He's the advocate of change. That means he's young. It means he's new. That means he's outsider, and he's photo bombing Washington.
Dan, I can think of very little Democrats can do to counteract this, except look for little nitpicking things like one of the people he shook hands with, what's at the Capitol on January 6th thing. How do you think the Democratic Party is worried about these things, or they just think they're stupid photo ops, or what?
I think they think it's a honeymoon. And I think, as I mentioned this morning, I think once he is sworn in and everything is on his plate and everything is his responsibility, foreign and domestic, they will have opportunities to get back on offense and criticize. If he pardons, a January 6th person who harmed a police officer, there is an opportunity there to speak up, right? So I think they will have their moments. They're trying to figure things out right now. I think they're trying to pick which nominees they're going to hug and which they're going to try to oppose. I saw John Fetterman's going to meet with Pete Hegseth, which is interesting after his initial comments. So I think they'll right now. It's Trump's time. Joe Biden can't leave soon enough, and once he does, it'll be a new day.
Matthew, what do you think?
I think it's interesting that Trump ran the most disciplined campaign that he's run. He's also looking, to be a rather disciplined president, at least right now. He's not doing these long, rambling press conferences, which arguably give Democrats more ammo than maybe even they help himself. And yeah, you have time and everything. It seems as if everybody's taking a deep breath in both parties as we navigate, what the future may look like.
And Mark,
Yeah,
one other thing is we saw big money spent this election. The old Wall Street, old billionaire class went with Kamala Harris. New money, new tech billionaire went with Trump. Here's Trump going back to Wall Street, to the establishment. We used to have country club Republicans. Now we have country club Democrats. Here's Trump reaching across the 50-yard line in effect. He's got momentum. He's building momentum, and it's going to be harder, to Dan's point, it's going to be harder to pick off one or two or three of these players if the whole team is building momentum, not just for a team, but for policy too.